What up, world? As promised, here goes my review of Jay-Z's Magna Carta, Holy Grail. Um, to be honest with y'all, man, I could have had this video out like 4 or 5 days ago. It's just been a hectic week in the real world, if you feel what I'm saying. Um, I don't even feel like I should run down Jay-Z's history because if you watching this, you obviously a Jay-Z fan, so obviously you know where Jay-Z come from, what Jay-Z been on. Um, so track number one is called Holy Grail. It's featuring Justin Timberlake. It's produced by mainly, I want to say, Timberland. And for like the first minute and a half, minute 20 of this song, it's all Justin Timberlake. I fuck with Timberlake. You know what I'm saying? I like some of his shit. And then Jay-Z come in, and some of his lyrics pertain to enjoying fame, trying not to lose that shit, and there's a Smells Like Teen Spirit reference that I thought was stupid dope. Yeah, it's a solid track. I felt like there was slightly too much Timberlake and slightly not enough Jay-Z, but that's just me. Track number two is called Picasso Baby. If I'm not mistaken, I think he might have shot a video for this. And this is another Timberland beat. And real talk, he's just talking about being rich in this track. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? Like if you title a song Picasso Baby, what else you gonna rap about? You gonna rap about just luxurious shit. You gonna rap about your wealth. You gonna rap about your possessions. I mean, you gonna name drop a few different painters, a few different artists, and you gonna make that shit sound dope as fuck. Track number three is called Tom Ford, and once again another Timberland beat. I feel like how when Watch the Throne come out and they had a Paris track, due to my Caucasianness, I ain't gonna fully say the title of the song. Tom Ford is Paris for this album. You know what I mean? It just has that bounce. It just has that bounce that radio is gonna love to play the shit out of 80 times in 1 hour. And just the hook talking about I don't pop Molly, I rock Tom Ford. Honestly, if you really digging into that shit, it sounds kind of gay. Cause obviously Molly is a female name. Tom Ford is a dude. Nah, man. Tom Ford is a fashion designer, man. He helped turn around Gucci, and he moved on to like making movies and shit. So like I said, this track it's got bounce, man. Like I don't want to say I love this track, but this track it gets me a little hype. And like the main thing that Jay is talking about in this movie is he talking about partying, he talking about being rich, and he like he usually does. He talking about how his age and his wealth, but he's still more hood than most current rappers. You know what I mean? Track number four, fuck with me, you know I got it. This beat was made by Boy Wonder and Timbaland. And while I like the beat, and I mean Jay is talking about the usual Jay shit, Rick Ross damn near make this shit unlistenable. Rick Ross practically ruined this shit. You could have had Rick Ross on this motherfucker talking about fuck with me, you know I got it. Yeah, just let Ross sing. Let Ross repeat the chorus, man. You could have had anybody else as a feature. You know what I'm saying? Like spitting a verse, and my 2-year-old niece could have spit a better verse than Rick Ross on this shit. Word up. Like his shit, like Ross bars are pathetic on this track, for real. You got track number 5, Oceans, featuring Frank Ocean. And off Jump Street, I could tell just like by what Frank Ocean was talking about in the chorus, by what Jay is talking about in the song, just by the way it sounds, it was like a Watch the Throne throwaway, or just like a track from Watch the Throne that just didn't make the cut. You know what I'm saying? You might as well turn Watch the Throne into Jay-Z, Kanye West, and Frank Ocean if that's the case. And honestly, if Kanye had a verse on this beat, I'm glad they took that shit off. And Jay is talking about success, and he talking about not being held back and getting to where he want to be. You know what I'm saying? No matter what the cost, no matter what it takes, he gonna reach his goals. So track number 6 is called "Fuck Up the World," or FUTW. I'm gonna call that shit "Fuck Up the World" though. Fuck up the world. And the main theme on this track is basically to prove haters wrong. A little bit of a continuation of Oceans. You know what I mean? It's just anybody who's shooting for the stars, anybody who got upper echelon aspirations, you're gonna have people who are there basically to test you and kill your dreams and shit. And individuals who want to see you fail. Like, fuck up the world. It's a fucked up world we live in when it's motherfuckers who get off on seeing other people fail. And that's basically what Jay is saying, man. Like, put all the naysayers to the side, focus on you, achieve your dreams, man. Track number 7 is called "Somewhere in America." And this is the track that gained so much attention just because he said that somewhere in America Miley Cyrus was still twerking. I mean, other than that, like, he's not talking about twerking or Miley Cyrus for the whole track. And like this beat is insane. I fucking love this beat. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's one of the standout beats to me. Hit Boy made it, and he's talking about doing shit his way, not conforming to what society wants, not conforming to what's expected, making your own lane, doing it the way that you want to do it, and still getting to be better, and still getting to be better than anybody else. Track number 8 is called "Crown," and the main thing that Jay is speaking about on this shit, like, if y'all follow, you know what I'm saying, non-music Jay-Z, y'all know that he got Roc Nation Sports. He been signing athletes left and right. He been talking about that shit. He been like Kevin Durant. I think he signed Deshaun Jackson. Off the top of my head, I don't know their names because I don't really follow baseball too tight. But I think he signed like 2 or 3 baseball players already. And then another thing he talking about on this song is basically how your friends become your enemies. Over Jay's career, he done experienced a lot of that shit. So basically, watch who you keep in the loop, watch who you got around you, know what their intentions are, that type of shit. Track 9 is called "Heaven," and obviously with a track called "Heaven," it's gonna be a religious themed track. You know, obviously he addressing the Illuminati shit. You know what I'm saying? Rappers can't be successful today without conspiracy theorists talking about, oh, the dude is obviously in some secret cult of you know what I'm saying, billionaire motherfuckers who want to control everything. Like motherfuckers can't have skill no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers can't be wealthy without somebody pulling the strings or somebody in their ear or some shit like that. The sample on this beat is so dope, man. I fucking love this shit. And then just like he did with "Smells Like Teen Spirit," there's a little part of "Losing My Religion" in here. This is one of the overall better tracks on the entire album, in my opinion. You know, I like a lot of these songs, but this is one of the best ones. Track 10 is called "Verses." Literally, this track is 51 seconds, and the beat sounds like some Jackie Brown type shit. This is probably my favorite beat, and it sucks it's not even a minute long. And basically, he's saying his verses are better than your verses. I mean, as a reviewer, okay, but as a motherfucker who also spits, I disagree. But Anyway, you know, so that's another video where I just start rambling about being better and motherfuckers. Track 11 is called Part 2. In parentheses, it says On the Run. And it's featuring Beyonce. And this is probably the only track that I completely dislike, just because it doesn't fit. You know what I'm saying? It's basically just Beyonce, Jay-Z. They wanted to make another song, just vowing they love for each other. Just that's my dude, that's my bitch. We ride for each other no matter what. And I don't think it fits the tone or, you know what I'm saying, the vibe of the rest of the album at all. Track number 12, Beach is Better. And this is another track that's short as fuck, 55 seconds. And on this song, Jay is just talking about spending money, basically. Track 13, BBC. Correct me if I'm wrong, please drop a comment on this motherfucker if I'm wrong. But BBC has to stand for Billionaire Boys Club, right? It's a Pharrell beat. It's got a Nas verse. And I mean, it's only happened like 3 times, man. But I love when Jay and Nas get on the same track. I wish Nas could have got Jay-Z and Eminem for the Daughters remix, but it just didn't go down. Yeah, this beat is on some different. Like, the beat doesn't really fit the vibe of the rest of the shit either. But it's like, I could see like the Rock Boys video going on during this beat. And it just be on some Swiss Beats is there, Timbaland is there, Pharrell is there, Beyonce, Justin Timberlake, Nas, Jay-Z, they all there. And they just being rich and shit, you know what I mean? But Nas, he's like, his references is all like old school 80s, 90s hip hop references, pushing drugs, dodging the cops, etc. You know, some typical Nas shit, but Nas always kills it, man. Nas hasn't disappointed me in a long while. And Jay-Z is practically talking about the same shit. Yeah, just like 80s, 90s throwback rap references. Just being rich, you know what I'm saying? Spending money, having a good ass time. Dodging the cops, moving drugs. And I like this track, man. I like hearing Nas and Jay-Z on the same track, like I said. Track 14 is called Jay-Z Blue. And when I saw the track list, I was like, okay, he sampled one of his lines from Young Jeezy's Go Crazy remix and flipped that shit into a hook. But nah, this is more a family track, a daughter track. And this song he sampled a couple vocals from the movie Mommy Dearest. And true story, that movie's a true story, but that bitch was crazy. And I mean, we all know a few of them throughout our time, you know what I'm saying? But Jay-Z I guess he's afraid that he's gonna be a bad father. He never had his father to show him how to be a man and raise a child. So, I mean, he's scared of how he's gonna raise his daughter, especially if him and Beyonce don't make it. And then he sampled Biggie in this shit too. And any track with a Biggie sample is dope, man. I like this song. Cause it lets Jay-Z be vulnerable, man. It's a track where Jay-Z is just pouring out his feelings, and you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I don't know how old he is. He's over 40. I think he's like 43, 44. He ain't gotta be vulnerable in his music no more. Track 15 is called La Familia. Timbaland on the beat. And I mean, if you don't understand what La Familia means, he's talking about his family, his daughter, Beyonce. But on the chorus though, he's taking shots at Lil Wayne. Cause it all started before Watch the Throne came out, and Jay had a line talking about Birdman ain't got money compared to Jay. Wayne got on Carter Ford talking about kidnapping Beyonce, some outlandish ass shit. I spoke on that shit in my Carter Ford review. And on the chorus to this track, Jay-Z is basically taking a shot at Lil Wayne, and he said, "You radio, you ain't ready, yo, you ain't really ready," or something to that extent. I probably didn't get it down 100, but y'all know what I'm saying, especially if you heard the song. And then he further elaborates toward the beginning of the track, talking about that if Wayne was gonna try to kidnap Beyonce, that he was ready. Ready for that war, ready for that war. You know what I mean? Just listen to the song. I'm saying stuttering and shit. Just listen to the motherfucking song. But yeah, La Familia is basically he's talking about protecting his family, head of the household, protecting his family. And then the last track, 16, Nickels and Dimes. He's talking about doing whatever is necessary to provide for his family at all costs, basically. Y'all know what I'm saying, man? It's basically about survival. So that's it. That's all the songs that was on my copy. If anybody was wondering, man, I don't never fuck with deluxe editions. I feel like if the song wasn't meant to be on the actual version of the album, then it's not meant to be part of the album. So it's rare that I do bonus tracks unless it's stated on my version of the album it's a bonus track. So like Jay-Z is my favorite rapper. So, you know, it's as a critic, you can't let your favorite rapper be, you know what I'm saying, a roadblock for really critiquing some shit. So in my opinion, man, Magna Carta, Holy Grail, it's dope. I fuck with most of the beats. I feel like Jay-Z has evolved. You know what I'm saying? Like his main goal is trying to get $1 billion. So he gonna talk about being rich. He party with rich motherfuckers. He go to museums. You know what I'm saying? Art exhibits and shit. He just had a kid a year or two ago. So he gonna talk about his daughter. I feel like his material and his content has progressed as his life has changed. But I mean, the older he get, how much more a change can go down. And what what didn't let me get this to a diggity dope was Ross and track 11 with Beyonce. Other than that, I would have gave this shit, you know what I'm saying, the top tier upper echelon of ratings when it comes to my shit. But like I said, Beyonce track, Ross verse, just couldn't get it there. Um so man, check me out, Randy Little Music on Facebook. Um, you know what I'm saying? Comment, let me know your favorite track. Um, like I said, mine is probably Heaven, BBC, or I don't know, something toward the beginning, Oceans, Picasso, baby. I want to know your favorite Jay-Z album. I'm sure it's either Reasonable Doubt, Blueprint, Black Album. Mine's the Blueprint. Like I said before, man, let me know what's up, and like, subscribe, my shit. Holler at your boy. Let me know what's up, and stay tuned. I appreciate y'all watching. Peace.